I had this book that I wrote called Wise as Fuck, and it's simple truths to guide you through the shitstorms of life, right? That's the title. And the first thing I had to address in it for the context of the book was, well, what is wisdom for us as we're making our way through life? And that was the first time I'd really kind of pushed into, it's not knowledge. I think somebody else really summed it up a lot better than me. I think it was an Irish rugby player who said, knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. right. Which I thought was brilliant.
Said another way, there's all the knowledge you've got, but it's how you use it or how you apply it, or
that's a massive aspect of it. But if it was just knowledge, there's a ton of stuff in your life that you know you shouldn't be doing, you wouldn't be doing.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah.
If it was just knowledge, like, I know.
Yeah.
And if you ask people like, why does your life not work? And then they'll tell you, and I'll say, well, you know, you should do something different. And they're like, oh, I know.
And they don't.
Because the knowing hasn't actually changed anything. It's just I'm now more informed about why I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Right? So in that book, I wanted people to understand like some fundamentals. Like, okay, what if I understood, and one of the subjects I touched on was loss. What if I understood loss in a new way? What if I could actually look at the experience of loss in my life right now and place it somewhere? And ultimately, that's what a lot of this comes down to. Most of your pain is a function of where you've placed it.
Place the pain or place the context for what's happening? Or?
All of it. So it sits with you somewhere. So the negative experiences of your life, if you like, are with you in a certain location.
I mean, can you think of a real example of your own?
So if I look at for myself, when I was in my 40s, my sister died.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I'm the youngest, so she was the one directly above me.
How many were there of you?
The four of us, 3 older sisters and myself. I've still got 2 very spectacular sisters left.
What happened to her?
She got cancer. You know, she had cancer. And I kind of knew it was coming, but when it landed, right? So, and this is how loss goes. It lands on you.
Were you there or?
No. I was working actually.
Really?
Yeah, when it happened. So it lands on you. So loss lands on you.
Well, tell me. So somebody phoned you up? I mean, what?
No, I was phoning frequently at the time. You know,
right. How's
she was
doing?
going in. Yeah, it's not looking good. You know, so we knew it was coming. You know, she had been through chemotherapy and done tons of stuff, and she had children of her own, and you know, my nieces and nephews, and you know, and she was only in her 40s. You know, it wasn't like she was. You know.
So who told you?
One of my sisters told me. In fact, it was my niece who told me the first time, and then I was on the phone with my sisters, and then. But the thing is, I think the most important thing, and this will be for the people who are watching this, how it landed for me was, I've lost something. Right? So it's like I've lost. That's how a lot of grief settles with people.
Yeah.
Settles into this kind of paradigm of loss.
Yeah.
So now I'm just following down this pathway of what I should have had, what I'm missing out on. You know, like something's been taken away from me and from her family and her children, and it's been taken away. And so what I was left with was this never-ending wound. That's what I was going to have. I was going to have a wound.
Yeah.
And it was never going to heal.
Yeah.
The only thing that would happen would be I would occasionally feel a little better about it. And that's a limit.
Right. That's how it landed for you. In that moment, future you see yourself living into.
See, no, I wouldn't use that language. I wouldn't use that language because that's not an experience for somebody. Nobody has the experience of living into something. People have the experience of thud, you know, like it's on your chest and it's in your gut. And you look at your life and like something that was there, like that table, right? It's not there. And you turn for it and it's gone. And you want it and it's not there. It's like something's been removed involuntarily. And so I had all the language for it. Like, this is devastating. And, and again, even you using that kind of language puts me in that world now. I'm in the world of devastation and loss. And, right. But it's the only way I can describe how I'm feeling, right? Because we talked about language a little earlier and how you describe.
Yeah.
It took weeks. Started to recollect her the way that I would recollect my father who had passed away. And so I would be moved sometimes, and other times I would laugh. And I had this experience of her presence, like, with me. And I thought, I'd much rather put this there than in this other place called loss.
Mm.
I'd much rather have this be with me like that.
Mm.
And then I realized that I'd chosen to put it somewhere else. So it was no longer located with me in the same place.
Yeah.
Now, in very simple terms, if you wanted to strip it all back, you would say it's contextual.
And different context.
Right.
For the same thing.
Ultimately, if you want to really get drilled down to everything's context.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, it's language. The language in which, if you look up the word context, it's the words that surround the thing that give the thing how you experience it.
You're clearly far more educated about me about the word context than I am. So I'm going to are you going to have that one? You have that whole thing yourself there. I never looked it up.